Well, then never mind. I'll let Sam count us in with the Fidelio when Brittany's actually ready.
Alright, I already pressed play.
The first time we're not like already being recorded.
Alright, we're recording already.
For the first time.
We got the
Hello, everyone. Welcome to the late night edition. Brought to you by things that go wrong with inventory. So,
if it's critical, it will fail.
Exactly.
Yep.
Critical fail. That's tonight's lesson. That's tonight's theme. Let's.
I hope that's not the
Brought
theme
by
that
the
remains.
letter M.
So I hope it stays away from the dice.
Before I give a short summary, would anyone like to summarize what happened last game? Because it's been a while since we've all gotten to meet.
Children and goblin and booze.
Mm-hmm.
Oh my.
Yeah, that's a
Yeah.
great 1 hour version summary. I'm digging that. We're going with that. There was, in reverse order, booze, goblin, children. Actually, I think it was goblin, booze, children.
It was
Yeah.
Goblin
Don't give
Booze
the booze
children.
to the
It was
children.
Goblin Booze children goblins.
Yeah.
Tunnels.
Yeah. I'm in a tunnel. All right.
Just go
Fireball,
back and
mental.
listen to the previous episode if you want to know what happened.
Like and subscribe on the way.
Yes, please.
What?
Promo.
Okay.
Shameless
Characters.
self-promotion for the win.
That's how we roll.
Adding a party
But it's not
to
dice
an
anyway.
Character is
area.
entirely shameless.
I mean, we're very shameful people.
I mean,
Except for Latharn, who's over fucking here.
I have to do my own exploration.
Yeah, because the rest of everyone was like, hey, that building's on fire. Let's go in.
let's go dive into it. Actually,
As
I
I
think
said
I was
last
in
game,
it.
I think in fairness, nobody else knew that there was another way.
Yeah, it's true. It's true. It's
Like-
true.
Metagaming is not the way we roll.
No, it's not. I just love that you guys doubled down with it. It was like, well, the room's on fire. Ooh, hey, it's trapped. There's really got to be something in there. So,
There's kids screaming. We gotta help them.
yeah. All right, I need to actually make sure that Fog of War is on for this map.
Please, I see way too
How
much.
dare you?
Yeah,
Looks
dynamic
like a digestive
lighting.
tract.
Kind of does.
It does.
The thumbs of poop.
I will turn shared party vision on, but where is my... No, not that one. I don't want that. Off. You off. Drawing permissions, no.
So while Bob's talking out loud about a UI that we don't see or understand, is it Latharn or Latham? Because I feel like you introduced yourself one way, and then we've been all saying it different ways.
Yeah, it's the thumb with an
Okay.
M.
Yeah, it has an M.
But the other one we were talking about earlier was La Chant. Put the first and last name together for a nice little La Chant.
Lucian Lachance.
La Chant. But if that's if you want to, that's the pen name on documents.
Mikey Devil Boy, got it.
Yeah, the thumb is with an M is the.
That's perfect for Lolly. Spiky Devil Boy.
Enough.
Okay, did that work to get us into tunnel vision for everyone?
I
Uh,
still see.
I still see a
Yeah.
buttload of them.
I see
Oh,
Okay.
I'm not even on the
trachea,
page.
And then
What's the
upper
website
sphincter,
again?
Astral Tabletop.
Thank you.
then the
Well, you know what?
larger
We're just going to go with it.
intestine, Lower intestine,
Open player view.
rectum.
Well, because last time I tried to open it before,
Does that help?
before
I think?
everybody was in, and it just failed. So I was like, I'm not even gonna bother until they're gonna play.
Yeah, that's fair.
Are these 5-foot squares, Bob? I'm assuming.
Dear God.
Yes, 5-foot squares. Cool. Oh, you know what? I need to change the dynamic lighting permissions, but we're going to do that another time. Not going to deal with that right now. Because you guys don't metagame anyways. You already fired yourselves into a tunnel, so we're just going to start with it.
We're going down the tunnel, damn it.
Going down the tunnel.
Save
Alright.
lives.
So, let's actually begin to get in character with one quick thing. I'm going to go down the line here. What is one thing that makes your character angry, Gary?
Blatant abuse of power.
Lestrin, what's one quick thing that makes you angry?
Having to do a job twice.
Lolly, what's one quick thing that makes you angry?
Broccoli.
Latham, what's one quick thing that makes you angry?
Being told no.
And Jyotis, what's one quick thing that makes you angry?
Seeing injustice and very large giant krakens.
That's two things. I know. All right.
Stick to the caveman.
So, I have everyone's passive perceptions. Did we have us an initiative? You know, let's go ahead and roll a new initiative order, just in case we need it.
Totally not.
Were we keeping the one from the last game?
No,
Nice.
that's what a new initiative order is.
Cool.
I never recorded
One of you
anyways.
die. Am I gonna rely on
8.
14.
13.
7 on the init.
Okay, apparently I can't log into the stupid thing.
Oh no.
There we go, we're working on it.
And Lolly, initiative?
I said 15.
Oh, sorry. Okie dokie. Lolly, bringing up the first of the pack here.
Well, I don't
All
know
right.
How narrow are these tunnels? Because I can't just shove through people.
It's true, you can't. So I'm not going to immediately shove you guys into turn order here, but I want that ready for just in case combat does begin. You know, just in case. So, Lestrin, Garret, Jyotis, and Lolly, you are in that narrow tunnel that we described, but I'd actually, if you all don't mind, like to jump over to the farm to describe what he found.
So,
Fair enough.
quick note: I'm going to have a connection with my ever trusty intern and the coffee, and the delicious coffee they fetch me. Just message to the others like I found a tunnel entrance.
Hey,
found
us
the tunnel
too.
entrance.
Are you behind Lestrin or in front of him?
I don't know.
Behind Lolly, I think. Intern was standing
All
in
I
the.
know is I found a tunnel entrance by the beach.
Yeah, and actually the intern had communicated that.
Okay.
It did that last game, I remember.
It
I
did.
remember
Good
that.
memory. I
It
don't.
did.
So good job. Cool. I just want to make sure that we know we're all in the tunnel. So
Yeah.
What does Latham seen?
So, Latham, let's pull up your passive perception so I don't necessarily need
16. Passive whiz. Passive preset.
13. Okay. Well, you have dark vision, so you see a room that appears to be something of equal parts drop-off zone, and it does have a little writing desk in addition to a table right there next to you. Beyond that, it has what appears to be a very, very rudimentary door. It looks like it was salvaged from either a crashed ship or possibly one of the houses up there and constructed in great haste. But this room is approximately 6 feet high, so even though you got to duck a little bit in this room, it's much, much better. And with your passive insight, you get the sense that this is very much a smuggler's den.
Cool. 2 questions answered in whatever order. What all is on the table, and can I discern much about foot traffic? Like, have there been folks coming and going? Does it look
So for the foot traffic, I would like you to roll a survival check.
survival? 19 on the die plus.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. Let's just make this nice and obvious. There has been foot traffic. There is, in
Right.
fact, different sets of footprints that you can tell. There are older footprints that appear to be humanoid,
In or out?
both ways.
Oh.
And then there are newer footprints that appears to be goblin. And whereas you can tell that the human foot traffic is frequent, as in it has been stomped down over time and passersby have gone in and out, in and out, in and out. The goblin foot traffic appears to be one way going, as in they came out and now they've come back in. This happened once.
Okay. And let's check out the desk.
Yeah, ask for the desk. Go ahead and roll me an investigation check.
Should have done it the other way around. That's a 1 on the die.
Okay, well, you don't critically fail at least, and you have a 16 on, or no, a 14 on your passive investigation. So the 1 on the die just means that, like, while you're staring at the desk, you get a little bit disgusted at how plain it is. Like, it's just, why would someone even waste their time creating something this mundane?
I'm overcome with poor design.
Yeah, you have your, like, ugh.
Poor taste.
Fantasy IKEA. Really? Come
Mason
on, man.
jars. Ugh.
Fucking IKEA.
But due to your passive, you do still notice that there is what looks like a ledger book bound in leather that is sitting on the table. And there's also what appears to be a codex page sitting next to it. With your dark vision, it's difficult to read the symbols because dark vision is great for most things, but not as much for reading, and so it's a bit difficult to see any of those.
Okay. How big's the book?
The book is approximately, let's go with about 6 inches wide and about 9 inches tall. Good sized ledger book.
Size ledger book, but in my flowing cape, I'll probably toss it, or assume we have like a for him, like some sort of like shoulder bag thing.
Yeah, you have pockets.
Okay, we're tossing that thing.
All right.
Adding it. We're gonna toss it in my pocket.
Put it in the inventory. All right.
Add it to the inventory.
All right.
And not be encumbered. Cool.
Okay. Is there anything else you'd like to do in this room?
We're going to peek around the door a little.
Okay. Go ahead and roll me a perception check.
I rolled 2 them. I roll 1. I have 2 dice in my hand. Roll a dice. 19 plus perception. 22.
Oh, yeah. So with your dark vision, you can see down the tunnel. It appears that this door was left partly ajar. There is another door directly ahead of you, about 25 feet away. That door appears to be... It looks like someone closed it, but they slammed it hard enough to where it looks like it does not have a functional lock or door handle. It's just planks that have been attached to a swivel.
Cool. And the room's no ambient light aside from... So...
No, this is dark.
Cool. We're going to shuffle on up to that door and probably pause it there and listen in on for what my friendos might be doing.
Alrighty then. Go ahead and move yourself up. Yay! Alright. So, Tunnel Crew 2, led by the magnificent Lesterin, who is the only person who is not having as difficult of a time in this tunnel.
Also, the only person who can't see the map.
Oh. So I'm going to post a picture of it in the Discord since you're having trouble. Give me 1 second.
Yeah, it shows that you keep...
Yeah, it shows her keep
It won't
joining,
load.
logging out, and joining and logging out.
Yeah, it's having some trouble tonight because, like, again, trying to upload the asset was like, it took forever. So you guys are up on the left side, that nice narrow tunnel up there.
Okay. Been it like actual second. Alright. Oh, that's much better. The narrow tunnel with the 3 marks on it?
Yes, yes.
Okay.
Yep, narrow side left.
All right. Then I'm going to proceed down the hallway and check for traps as I go.
Okie doke. Right. Go ahead and
Investigation.
yeah, roll me an investigation check.
There you go,
8.
Sam.
8 total?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. So, while the tunnel is cramped and awful, it does not appear that there has been additional traps set up. From what you can tell, it appears to be okay. You get down to the end of it, and you see a very, very rickety door, and it looks like it has wooden planks. And when you go to kind of just feel it, just to see if there's anything trapped about it, you realize as you touch it that someone had hung wooden planks on a cloth to make it look like a door, but it's really just 2 cloths with a bunch of wooden planks tied together on it. It makes a lot of noise if you go through it, though.
Okay. We're gonna look back at everybody and tell them what the door is, and ask them, should we just break the door curtain?
Okay.
Maybe cut it down.
Yeah, cut it down so it doesn't make noise.
Okay. Then I would like to attempt to cut it down.
I am taller than you. Maybe I should. Did you catch it?
Yeah.
Well, as the
is it-
tunnel is only 4 feet tall.
I forgot that
Let's-
the other
let's
one
get-
you said was 6 foot. And I
Yeah, the other
completely-
one's nice. Yeah, you.
I completely dumped that ram. Sorry.
You
other one is
have
delightful.
chosen poorly.
A fancy tunnel for fancy people.
Mm-hmm.
We dove through the firing house to get
Yeah.
to the short tunnel.
Yeah.
So yeah, Lestrin's got plenty of height on this, and in fact, Lestrin's the only one having a good time in this tunnel.
I'm hunched over uncomfortably.
Yeah. Jyotis and Gary, you two are hunched over very uncomfortably. Lolly, you will be making an acrobatics check each time you move to determine if you get your full movement or half movement.
All right, then I'd like to attempt to cut down the curtain as quietly as possible. Oh no! Oh no!
Okay.
Oh no.
My phone was falling between the 2 chairs. Bad.
That's terrible.
All right. It's stealth.
Yeah, roll me a stealth.
22. Holy shit! I
Okay.
rolled a 20.
So,
Nice.
after kind of running your hand over it, you reach back for just a second and you realize that your great axe is probably a little over the top for quiet cutting, and you pull out your dagger, and that's when you just glide it right along the edges, and Jyotis and Lestrin, Jyotis, Gary, Lolly, all 3 of you don't even hear Lestrin reach in, grab the dagger, or do a slash. Because of the light in the tunnel after Lolly had cast it, you can all see this, but Lestrin just silently cuts this, what should be a loud door alarm, down very efficiently and bundles it up perfectly.
Small golf clap.
Excellent. Now, shall we proceed?
Proceed.
All right.
Start to belly crawl after casting Mage Armor on myself.
Your mage armor is active. You cast it on yourself last time.
Well, start to belly crawl.
Okay. So, let's actually cut back to Latham, because you guys have passed your first room's challenge. Latham, you are currently at that doorway. It does appear like the handle has been either broken or removed after it had been slammed very hard.
Okay. So door seems recently used. Putting my ear to the door. Let's check out what we have.
Okay. Well, your last check was a perception, so I'll let you maintain that. And you do hear... At first, you're like, all right, listen. And with your well-timed perception and the fact that you haven't had to hunch over and squeeze yourself through anything, you focus. And you swear that on top of hearing a couple of random goblin noises off in the distance, they don't sound close. They sound distant, like it's echoing down. But then also you hear this soft, quiet sob of this voice that's, oh me, I didn't.
Young or old?
Old. Certainly old.
Okay. Is there light coming from underneath the door?
No.
All right. We're going to slowly peek around the door.
All right. So, as you peek around the door, you see that there used to be traps on this door. They've all been triggered, and it was just simple sound-based alarms, like a little wind chime that when the door would open, it'd make a clink, 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 clink. But unfortunately, whatever came through here slammed the door so hard that it basically broke that chime against the wall, and it's fallen onto the floor already.
Okay. No one else in the room itself with the traps?
No.
Okay. Interesting. Make note of it. I'm going to pass that actually along to... let's see, summarize the message. To intern to crew. Messenger boy, girl, person, messenger person, disembodied corporeal entity.
They.
Hey, I've found what seems to be the main entrance. There's a bunch of traps that they've been cleared. There's a lot of activity on this side of the hallway, and I hear some crying. Sounds like some old person. Gonna move forward.
Lolly, the intern, would reflect that message onto you.
Okay. Oh.
Okay.
Okay.
So-
We'll keep going forward, Latham.
I'm gonna move into the hallway now, like having poked around the door.
Yeah, come on up to the next door.
Again,
And-
we're going to check the door. Do I see light, hear sounds?
This time you do actually see a little bit of light underneath it. The light is very faint, almost like candlelight. The sound of the sobbing temporarily drowns out as you hear someone going... Yeah, like that, Bailey. Good job.
He's now your Foley artist.
Yeah, he's now my my old man scream.
Khajiit sounds.
Yeah, exactly. Khajiit has wares if you have coin.
Cool.
Mike is done.
I'm gonna walk in. I'm
Okay.
gonna walk in confidently. I'm gonna open the door. I'm just gonna walk in. We're walking in as if I know about this place, and as if. So I'm gonna stand up. I'm gonna like brush myself off. Get a nice like big like cuff my chest. We're going.
Okay.
Walk through the door and present ourselves as if I know this place, as if I know this crew.
All right. So, as you walk into the room, there are a couple of different things that hit you immediately. One is that the walls in this room actually are lit by low oil lanterns. And the lanterns appear to be, some of them have completely run out, others are partly out, and it's just dim light in this room. You see boxes, crates, and everything that's in this room looks like it's been overturned. There is a mixture of food and blood on the floor as well. The blood marks appear to be slashing style, where knives, daggers, short swords, scimitars. You can see a couple of humanoid-shaped bodies lying in the room that
Or
are not
on
good.
benches.
Let me mark them actually in here for you.
I see some blood stainage along this particular room.
Yeah. So there is,
That's what you mean.
yeah, there is definitely blood. There is a couple of bodies. Right, let's go. Body there, and we'll put a body there. Next, you have your old man who is genuinely crying in a little cage that's down here in green.
Okay.
And then finally, stop it, Bailey. He keeps brushing the microphone, and it's like, no, stop it.
Hear him purring.
Can hear it purring.
Yeah, he climbed up onto me forcefully and was like, you are mine now, Dad.
I got mad because I was cuddling the puppy on the couch earlier.
Mm-hmm. So
Jealous,
these
yeah.
are some of the boxes that have been overturned. Again, it looks like a mixture of food and blood throughout the room. The gentleman who is, the gentleman who is currently sobbing stops when he kind of peeks the door open and close, and he leans forward a little bit and just, "Is someone there?"
Okay. I hushed him quietly. It's like, be still, be still. Looking around a little bit, the crates, the food, is it fresh and overturned? Like how
Yes.
long is this? Okay, so it's fresh.
Yes, this looks pretty fresh. Maybe 1 to 2 days, but pretty fresh.
The door across the way from the room, I see from this room. I see this door across the way.
Mhm.
Is it open?
It is. There is actually no doorway in there.
Okay. Do I hear? Can I perceive any sounds from through that doorway?
Not directly through that doorway. Again, pausing with that perception to listen, you do hear the echoes of occasional goblin going
That's
But-
further down.
further down.
Okay. So again, I'm gonna stand, just kind of listen for a little bit, and it looks clear. Okay. See it further down. So quietly, I'm gonna move to my left.
Hmm.
Tell me, so this person's behind a cage.
Yes, so you have to kind of zoom in on the map a little bit, but you can actually see barred lines there because
Okay.
there's a double cage door, and this first one is actually open. So that one is entirely open. You can just actually slide it open. It's just standard iron bars. The second one does appear to be locked, but it's locked because there's a ton of chains that he's woven around it to lock himself inside.
Interesting. Okay, so I'm gonna walk around to the left and kind of swoop down, like kind of like a little, like turn to the right, squat down nice and low behind my character, kind of behind this wall area.
Mm-hmm.
Sort of sit down nice and low, facing the sort of out to the doorway, just kind of keeping an eye on if I hear anything coming,
Mm-hmm.
and whispering softly, "Who are you?"
Yes. I'm David. I'm with the Wave Crests, and
David, it's okay. It's okay. Take it easy. Take it easy. Tell me what you know. Why?
roll me a persuasion check.
7 plus all that persuasion. 7 plus 8 is 15.
Nice. he calms himself just a little bit, and we were getting ready to smuggle out some fruits out to the sea, and then all of a sudden these little greenies came running down, started killing everyone. I did the only thing I could and ran back to our little station here and locked myself in.
Are you okay? Are you hurt? What's his name?
I'm starving. I've been here for 2 days. David is my name. And I just watched them come back by with a bunch of kids.
Reaching into a pouch real quick, I'm gonna grab a bit of provisions. Trying to remember if I stowed away anything that I think I ate all the food from the fresh stuff up top. Not the apples at the snap apple, but the other.
Oh yeah,
place. Yeah.
yeah.
Ooh, what have I left over from that?
The
So
chicken on fire.
Some good old, pocket tots.
Yeah, you at least have your rations too. So
Okay, I'm gonna give him some of those. Kind of. Is he close enough to the thing for me to with the left hand?
yeah,
Some rations. Okay.
yeah, and he'll timidly approach now that you've persuaded him. It's slow going.
I'm gonna sit down on the inside and be like still facing out towards the other area, listening, very alert.
Bless you, sir. Bless you.
So these crates out in the front, was this part of your shipment?
Yeah, we grow some fruits in the swamps. Swamps are useful, good soil, and elves, stupid elves in Gilderstrand, they fucking love the shit.
Like a sailor. Okay, so these tunnels well?
Yeah, I know them well.
But what's I hear? What might be lying ahead? I hear some gobbly friends.
So, the next room over is just additional storage for us. Back beyond that, there's a kind of sleeping area, and then after that, we had the boss's quarters, and some training areas. But we'd set this up as originally a smuggling tunnel just to bring things on through.
Wait, you were smuggling fruit?
Yes.
What kind of fruit is smuggling?
Roll a persuasion check.
7 plus persuasion.
Yeah.
Persuasion 16. Sorry, 15. I can do math. 7 plus 8, 15.
Okay, give me 1 second. Let me roll him, because on this, I will actually roll his insights. Let's see. Okay, yeah, no. Look, friend, thank you for the meal. I'll tell you, but I think the gig's up anyways. There's fruits that grow in gardens in the swamp that the ancients brought, and they're not from this realm, supposedly. Elves pay really good, but they help with magic somehow. I don't know the specifics of it, but that they're in mass quantities, treated properly, they can do something for a potion. It tastes pretty bland, actually, but apparently they give some magic oomph.
I smell a designy contract coming up. I mean, They say illegal, but certain laws can change.
Hey, they're legal
Anyways.
in Colorado.
Cool. I tell him that the back way that I just came is clear if he wants to make his way on out.
Oh, bless you, sir. Oh, I'll do that. Oh. And he
Are you
scarfs
able to-
down the meal.
Okay. Are you stuck here, or are you just guarding yourself?
I was just guarding myself. I have the keys.
Okay.
And he actually pops off a key from the key ring. Here. Just in case they've locked any of the doors properly.
Cool.
And there's 4 keys on it.
There's 4.
Yes.
Which one's
Yeah.
Which one's the one we want?
Well,
I guess I'll try them all.
he kind of looks at it and he's like, sorry, my eyes are weak. And he thumbs through and there's one that's just a little bit sturdier than the others. And he's like, this opens up a storage chest for the boss. Room 5 rooms back. Look to the right. There's something there.
Thank you, David, for the info.
And then this one, and he points to a brass key. This one, we were going to originally expand one of our tunnels, but it kept collapsing, so we just locked it off. That'll open that door. And then the other 2's, there's a trap panel back at the end of the tunnel. You need both of those keys to open that. But if the goblins came through, they probably don't work anymore.
Thank you. When you get up topside, get some rest. Here, take this. Get yourself a good drink. Hopefully we'll see you again. And I hand him a silver.
Oh, bless you, sir. Bless you. And if you're in need of a steward, I'm apparently looking for a job again. And he bows deeply and starts unwrapping the chain while eating. Like, one hand is working on the chain, and you can see that despite his age, he is quite dexterous.
Been doing this a while. Cool.
Yeah.
I'm going to low and slow, or at least move on up to the next door and listen around the corner. And
all right. Go ahead and roll me 2 things, a stealth check and a perception check.
Perception is a 1.
Cool.
Stealth is a 13 plus 4, so 17.
Okay. So you feel fairly confident that you are very stealthy, but in the meantime, walking past the smells and bodies is relatively disgusting and distracting. It's difficult to focus, and in fact, because your senses are so overloaded with the smell, you can't hear those goblins anymore. You don't think they're getting any closer, but it's overwhelm. We are going to cut back to our Tunnel 2 team, who have opened their door.
Go Team Venture.
Yay!
Hey team, I got a key.
Thanks, buddy.
Watch out, this is going to be a boss room.
Yeah.
Because it's the boss's room, therefore it's a boss room.
Okay. Continue down the hallway.
All right. So, there is no traps in this hallway. It is nice and easy for you to proceed.
Looks like Lestrin is laying down.
Yeah, I know, right? Strin's gone sideways.
The dog need a nap.
Oh, it's Sam logged in. Did you get logged
Yeah.
into the map?
Yeah.
You know, Astral Tabletop just on Firefox. And I think I said that last time, too.
Yeah, I moved it over to Chrome and it seems to be working better.
It's working fine in...
Yeah, Chrome it works in, but apparently Firefox is no. Sorry.
I was working at Napa before.
So,
I'm just following along.
Lolly, I would love an acrobatics check from you really quick,
Okay.
just to see how well this is going.
Poor Lolly.
16 plus 2, so 18.
Yeah, it's decent. I mean, it's not graceful, but you're able to keep going. Lestrin, upon approaching the door, this one actually looks a bit sturdier. It looks like it's been reinforced. Based off of your background, you can instantaneously tell that someone knew that this tunnel was not stable. They built brackets around the wall with wood and reinforced with steel, and then the door itself appears to be having a fairly decent lock for human village, and it does appear to be closed.
Okay. I'm gonna try the handle.
All right. So you reach out and touch the handle, and you hear it locked.
I don't think no, I don't have any lock picks or anything, so we might have to. Yeah. So I'm gonna turn around and say it's locked.
Locked, you say? I have my handy dandy lock picking kit.
In your
Let me-
leg, right?
Let me take my leg off. It's
So-
in my leg.
So it's
Decanter, that screwdriver.
again. It's. I'm not going to make you roll an acrobatics check to do this, but it is awkward to undo your leg when you have to hunch over.
Sure.
You could
Yeah,
just
it's-
sit on the floor.
I'd sit on the floor and take it off, maybe.
Yeah, yeah. Yeah, with how tall Jyotis is, he still has to hunch when he sits on the floor to
I'm
try to take off a leg. Yeah, it's... He's not a small boy.
So,
He's leggy.
Jyotis,
What?
you can go ahead and roll a lockpick check.
pick check. Profis.
As we do the narrow hallway shuffle.
Uh-huh.
That be
Dexterity plus your proficiency plus your d20 roll.
okay. That's gonna be good because 19 on the dice plus 3 plus 2.
Yeah, no, it takes you a few seconds. This is, again, a fairly decently made lock. But then after putting in the probe, feeling it a little bit, rotating back and forth, you find the sweet spot and it click, and the door slowly starts to open.
Yeah.
If you want to, you can go to the bottom of the skills section, click on additional skills, and scroll down. There, you can put in custom skills and add your.
Oh, sweet. Cool. Thanks for that. That would be nice. Then I don't have to dang remember it every time.
So, the room in front of you, Jyotis, because you have dark vision anyways. Let's go with your passive perception. It is a 14 also. This room has no natural light coming from it, but there is light coming from the room to the south. There appears to be a heavy door blocking the way here, and one or two boxes that are just in the room. Give me 1 second to draw those in. Boxes loaded with this weird fruit that looks like a cross between a papaya and a dragon fruit.
Cool. So this is the locked, like heavily locked door, right? Can you see where I'm pointing?
Oh, yes, that is a heavy door. You can't tell if it's locked from this distance.
Gotcha. And this one is just open.
Yes, yeah, that is just an open passageway.
All right, I'll relay what I see to the rest of the group.
And Latham, with your dark vision and dim light, you can actually see that the door not immediately in front of you, but the one that David had described has swung open due to Jyotis and his tinkering.
Okay, so this other room that I was looking around, it's also dimly lit?
Yes. These two rooms actually have dim light in them. This room has a couple of crates as well.
Also torn about?
Yeah, also torn about. Like the goblins were going through it looking for anything valuable, not finding too much. There's a lot of squashed fruit on the floor.
So I see it open. I see the door open, but do I know it's Jyotis at this point?
Dim light is half of normal vision. Let's go.
But he's got dark vision.
I would say you would notice it's Jyotis because Jyotis is so distinct. Like if it was Gary, you'd be like, it's just another human. But Jyotis is weird. Jyotis and Lolly are just not
Jyotis
things
is
you
weird.
commonly see.
I mean, from this distance, I probably look like a tall elf. But
And not a goblin. More to the point, not a goblin.
Yeah,
not a goblin.
Not a goblin.
Not the mama.
Not the mama.
Not the mama. Oh,
Not
Jim
the
Henson.
Cool. Going back to swagger time, I'm gonna stand up and walk quietly as
I
I
guess
can,
I'm
but I'm
like
gonna walk
here-ish.
on over. Silently.
Can I roll perception to see if there's like any tracks or like
survival is tracks.
survival? Well, let's see. That's a 19 total.
Yeah. Once again, you see that there's. This is obvious because the children were being dragged by a net. So just like beforehand, when you were kind of following it through the town and keeping tabs on just the rough tears and everything, you can tell that this is a double door, and it looks like the net was dragged through,
Mm-hmm.
and there are goblin footprints.
Mosey on over to this door and check it out for traps or locks.
Roll an investigation check. Latham, were you doing anything else?
Just quietly saying, fancy meeting you guys down here.
At 20, Bob.
Yeah, so your investigation check. You going kind of suspicious on this door just because it looks bigger and more imposing. And you start... Well, tell me, how would you investigate? What would you be doing?
Well, I'd be checking it for the stuff we encountered before was noise making stuff, so I'd be checking for like tripwires or anything that might make noise or might set off like the spiky things from the walls that we encountered in the previous dungeon.
Come on, you know you like it. You do not detect any of those, but when you're kind of reaching around and using your hands to kind of put pressure in areas and looking very, very closely, you notice that when you put a little bit of pressure on the door to try to open it, it feels barred.
Barred from behind.
Yes?
So the door is singing?
What's your question?
I remember promising that you had.
Mikey, it sounds like you're super far away.
No.
Yeah.
No.
We lose a Mikey?
I think he just logged out to log back in.
I think he's just reset.
I think he's having microphone issues.
How about now?
Oh, so much better. Hello, welcome back.
Welcome back.
Hello.
I'm on my phone. Alright. So, Latham mentioned that he had the keys. Was that sent through the
I haven't
message?
mentioned anything. So I'm gonna hold them up now and like kind of jingle them a little, like I got some keys.
And then when I see, I don't know if I can see that, but
They're colorful
It's
and
dim light in this
plastic.
room, so yeah, and you can hear it a little bit. Like
I
the-
definitely heard it. So I'll kind of step up and bump Latham, or I'm sorry, Jyotis. Hey, he has keys.
Keys. That might be good. This is barred from behind.
Well, that
Is
could
there a
be
lock?
something that keys cannot help.
Maybe. I will move out of the way. Try the key. We might need Les's door abilities, though.
Les has a key.
yeah.
Always has a key.
Permanent key.
I try,
Yeah,
I try to,
if
I
we
try,
can't
I
get the
try to
door
give
open.
multiple different ways to unlock a door.
I cast fist.
Oh, just hit it. My axe.
Yeah, this door does not have locks, but it is barred from behind. Sorry, Jyotis,
Oh.
you would have known that part.
Oh. Gotcha.
So did we give up on the key? Like, obviously.
There's nowhere to put the key.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Just
um,
straight up barred.
Then can I investigate the door and see if there's a way I can, like, lever it open?
Yeah. Go ahead and roll investigation. With advantage because Jyotis investigated it already.
Hold on. It's fine.
Going into a holding pattern.
13.
Okay. 13, difficult to tell. As far as you can sense by giving little pushes on the door, it's only barred in one part, which is probably the middle, but it's a good wooden beam, and it doesn't have a lot of give. Like a cheap wooden beam would give a little bit with a good jostling push, but this one feels pretty sturdy.
Okay. Just gonna double check with the group. Can I whack it?
I mean,
Yeah, whack it off.
smack it.
I don't see other options.
All right.
We could knock.
Yeah,
Shave
I
and
mean-
a haircut.
I'm gonna show him my axe. Not.
Smack.
Yeah. Here's Lestrin.
Let the whacking commence. That'd be a 12.
12 is a hit. Go ahead and roll damage, please.
My attack with. There we go. 10.
Okay, that's a nice solid hit. The door buckles. It does not break, but it does buckle. It's just like, and that
Do we hear
echoes
anything?
throughout. Those of you with your higher perception checks from before hear those little chitters stop going like, and then.
I think they know we're here.
I think so. I think so.
I think you're right.
I like to whisper too.
I'm gonna hit it again.
It's officially a whisper campaign. All right, go ahead and roll the hit.
13.
That's a hit. Go ahead and roll damage.
7.
Yeah, that'll do. This time you bring the axe down right in the middle, and this time the axe not only goes through the door, but also cuts the bar. And that's the important part, because last time you did enough damage to the door, but the bar held on, and this time you go right back at it again. And Sure enough, door splinters open and breaks open everywhere. And let's load some gobbies!
Oh boy.
There is one right there. And then let's grab some more.
And then.
And then.
And then.
And then. All right, there we go. And then let me go ahead and roll their initiative.
Seeing as how we rolled initiative to start out
Yeah.
with.
Oh, they go first. Okay.
Oh.
Well, they're not really surprised because you thwacked a door. So this one right here begins by approaching a little bit and is going to go to fire a crossbow shot at Lestrin. Let's see. Oh, that's going to hit. Okay, that's a 16, and then it's a 1d8. No, it's a d6. Oh, that's not too bad. You take 5 points of damage as it shoots you with a crossbow, and then screams and just, "Go time now!"
How many?
5.
5 HP.
And after screaming that, it starts charging back. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. Gets right there.
I like tunnels. They're
Uh-huh.
fun to shoot down.
Uh-huh.
I like turtles.
Goblin number 12 comes up here and tries to kind of hide at the door crevice and is also going to try to take a pop shot. No. Hits bolt, goes very wide.
Sticks in the wall.
Yeah. Ding. And after that, it just like and goes over on this side. And then Goblin 11 is going to come up and it starts tinkering with something in its hand.
Uh-oh.
And after a moment, it throws just a little something something.
Oh no.
And let's roll your dexterity check.
What?
Well, that was a really bad dexterity check, so this is actually kind of ironic. So it armed it properly, but then it went to throw it, and I rolled a 4. So, so it's not a 1, but it definitely didn't go as far as it intended to. And this little tiny object that sounds like it's going click, 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 just ching, 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 ching. And you hear it just. And it, as its bonus action, is going to haul ass. Because it knows what it did. It knows. All right. That's the goblin's turn. Lolly, you are actually first up.
Woohoo!
Lolly,
let
I
it
need
be
an
noted
acrobatics
that I
check if you're going to be
only have-
crawling.
Okay.
And let it be noted that I only have 19 hit points out of 45.
Oh no.
Jyotis is down to 16 out of 36.
Okay, I rolled a 9. So half
Plus 2? That's good enough. Anything
Oh, no,
over
no,
10
9
is
total.
good.
9 total.
Oh, 9 total?
So just under.
You lose half your movement speed.
Yeah.
So you can still make it, but you're dragging yourself along and like you're using so much more energy from your feet to like hop through, and it hurts like hell, but
Ow, ow,
it's not
ow.
damaging.
Okay, so, alright, Lestrin looks like he's kind of heaving and hoeing there.
Yeah. Yeah, Lester and Lumberjack to door.
Shoot, I'll give it up for him. Cure
Lester, are you raging?
wounds. So 2d8 plus 4. Alright, 14 points of healing damage to Lestrin.
Excellent. That is much better.
All
I
right.
just reach over and bop you on the beard.
Anything with your bonus action, Lolly?
Nope, that's my turn.
Okay. All right, perfect. Gary, it is your turn.
Oh, excuse me.
Tick.
Early morning.
Yep. Tick,
Let's
tick,
see.
Walks up to the knock, knock, knock at a door.
Let me see what I have at my disposal here. I no, that's not gonna work. How big are those crates?
Those crates are pretty big. They're about 5 feet by 3 feet.
How heavy?
You should assume that they are at least 50 pounds. The ones
Wait.
that are broken are not, but
Yeah. That's not outside. Alright. Can I shove this crate
mhm.
into the doorway?
Through Lestrin?
Or past Lester and get him to help me, I guess.
Okay. Yeah, Lestrin would actually be able to do that because hasn't had their turn yet. Sam, if you're down for helping Gary with that, I will allow Gary to roll with advantage to move that crate down into the hallway.
Sure.
Okay.
Use it as a shield or something.
Yeah, I wanted to absorb the blast.
Blast.
More than us.
Okay. All right, go ahead and roll me. That's going to be a strength check just to move that.
Okay. That is 15?
Oh yeah. That's good enough to get it moving. So you get full movement to get to the crate, and then it's half movement for carrying basically something that heavy. I believe would put you in the encumbered state temporarily while you're carrying it. But
Yeah, I mostly just want to basically drop it like right there.
okay, yeah, you can
And
get
then
that right there. Give me 1 second.
GTFO.
Yeah, totally understood.
So this bomb thing, it didn't go off or did it go off?
It's ticking.
Okay.
Tick, tick.
So I helped
How
him
are we
move it.
always
So
with bombs?
These are the same goblins that threw a bunch of bombs at us before, so
Uh huh.
Yeah. It seems to be the thing.
it's the theme.
It's a theme, and
It's because Mikey made me learn bomb track. Okay, that's why.
I regret nothing. It's a funky
I
song.
think it's fun shit. I enjoy the bombs.
All right. So there is now a crate that has been effectively set up as kind of some sort of buffer to provide some cover. Okay. That is basically your turn unless you wanted to do something with your bonus action.
The spells are... That's a full action. Yeah. So, no.
Okay.
That's
very
my
good.
turn.
All right. Jyotis.
I'm checking. Force Ballista. So, can I use my Force Cannon Ballista to push that ticking bomb further towards the goblins?
You can attempt to shoot it with the force cannon. There is no guarantee of what happens when you do. You know what? Actually, I'll say this much. Roll an intelligence check.
Rolling intelligence check. Hey, 19 on the die, intelligence. Die.
Okay, yeah. There is an 80% chance that it will just either detonate the thing early or inert it, because bombs typically require specific setups. So if it's counting down, there's a fuse that's actually going to be hit and struck once the timer reaches 0, and that's going to be the thing that blows up. So your 20% chance that you move it is actually just a 20% chance that you kill it with some force damage. That way it doesn't blow up.
Okay, so it's a 50-50 shot of whether I blow the thing up or...
No. It's an 80-20 shot. 80 being the chance of explosion because it's counting down. And it's goblin made. It is.
So it's shitty.
It is duct tape, WD-40, and bubblegum, baby.
And a prayer.
End of prayer. So, damn it.
Thought was saying there, hand on cane, eyebrow raised.
Yeah, I'm gonna just kind of take up shop like around the corner to kind of hopefully that crate catches the blast.
boom boom.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Lestrin, you used your bonus action to help Jyotis, or not Jyotis, but help Gary move the crate in. That said, you still have your move action and your action.
Can I hold them for? Okay, I would like to hold them until the bomb explodes.
Yeah, you can hold one of them, so you can either hold your move or your attack.
I'll hold my attack in case they come in the room. How's that?
Okay, very good.
Okay.
All right. I'm going to move you back onto the map because currently you've wandered off.
Oh,
there's a
I
little
thought I was
corner
standing
in there.
on the corner.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
One
That's
was
where you're...
standing
Yeah, you can fit there. You're a dwarf, so you can fit there. Lolly would not have as good of a time, but you
I was
can.
like, I'm small. I can fit there. Well, I'm medium, I guess. Wait, what size?
You're
are you?
technically
small.
medium, but...
Oh, really?
No, dwarves are actually considered medium because they're stocky.
I was
So,
gonna say I'm wide. So
Yeah, they're shorter than average, but they're not slight. They're
yeah.
yeah.
So
considered
is it
medium
under 4
creatures.
feet that's small then? Like
No, it's
gnomes?
it's more complicated than just that. Latham, it's your turn.
Oh, we know what we're doing. We have a bomb and an invisible friend
Yep.
of ours.
I was wondering when the intern would come in.
Hence why I'm sitting there, hand on cane, going, what you guys doing? Jeff, Frank, Margaret, whatever your name is, intern person, deliver our summons.
An intern was following Lolly the whole time, so yes, I have to allow this. Okay. Oh, Jesus Christ. What's the intern's movement speed?
Normal human, so
30 feet.
yeah.
Okay. 5, 10, 15, 20. Oh, I don't think the intern can quite reach it this round, but they could get most of the way there.
Okay.
But could it dash?
No, they're not a character, so they don't get the 3-part action.
Gotcha.
I mean, it's bomb's pretty far away, so the question is, does it go off now? If so, it might be far enough away where it won't do so much damage. Goblins are closer, so it would still get hurt a good chunk more. If it goes off another round from now, intern could carry it further.
Yep.
Oh, shoot. Intern's action, is that tied to my action?
No, that if you gave the command, that would at most be a bonus action, but that's a quick command. That's like a just
Okay.
do the thing you do so well.
Oh, shit.
I'm gonna help. Let's see, range 30. Oof. So how far away is it from? If we're all kind of behind this thing, so it's 30 feet,
Where
or
Lolly
40?
is, I'm measuring from where Lolly is, and by
Okay.
going by diagonals, it's 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40. It's 40 feet back.
Okay, from Lolly.
Because that goblin was attempting to yeet it, and it did not go well.
Okay.
So
Nice.
it's like right here-ish then?
No, it's right where the green dot is.
But
No, I meant where intern would be.
yeah,
Yeah, exactly.
oh shit.
current consideration is whether or not invisible hand would be of use here.
Oh, Mage Hand?
Yeah.
Yeah, Mage Hand would work.
Yeah. So invisible mage hand. We're gonna pick. I'm gonna at least pick it up and make it float up in air
Uh-huh.
in front of the goblies,
Okay.
and maybe move it towards the goblies a little bit. I'm gonna let intern carry the rest of it once he gets there.
Okay. Yeah,
I'm
so...
gonna assume that's a bit out of range.
Yeah, no, you can move it. Give me 1 second. I will mark the new location of our Calm Like a Bomb. New location, I'll let Mage Hand get it to right about here.
Cool.
So Mage Hand just quietly picks it up, and this goblin number 12, is just...
I intend to make it seem invisible
Yeah. Mage Hand
There's
is
bomb
actually
coming
invisible,
towards
so it's
It is.
Yeah.
It is. But like, you know,
Yeah.
Oh, it's
I wanna
not
make
like
sure
a
it's,
white glove with 3 lines on the back.
no. So the bomb just looks like it got a will of its own and tick
Uh-huh.
tick 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 tick, and it just floats into the room. And I'm not saying that like Latham has a method, but it's weird that this has happened 3 times, right? So
This is great.
so ironically, I rolled the d4 to see how long this bomb would take, and it was a 1.
Oh dear.
So
Kapoop.
yeah, bomb goes boom. Goblins 12 and 1 get a dexterity saving throw. Goblin, the goblin that is nearest to it is not having a good day. He rolled a 2,
Ouch.
and so did the other. So yeah, let's take some 4d6 damage here.
Oh shit.
I made dex save on my intern because they were kind of close.
Intern, they are technically unseen servants. Don't really take damage. They're it's part of the benefit of them.
Okay, I'm.
Worst come to worst, it'll temporarily like blip out of existence, but you know it's not the worst. It's not the worst part of the internship that you've put it through.
I mean, my coffee orders are particularly long.
Not to mention the first bomb had a smell. So
The intern probably couldn't smell anyways. Do interns even smell? I don't know. Anyways, on with it.
it's not like you'd ask. So Goblin 12 and Goblin 1 both die horribly in the ensuing fire that did take up a good amount of space but did not reach you guys. There's some cinders fall on the cover that Gary provided, but in the meantime there's this moment of like, oh, that would have been bad if it was down near us or in the hallway, but oh, that looked rough. And it's not quite enough to actually have damaged the walls,
Thank goodness.
but they are very black.
So it's more of a firebomb and not concussive.
Well, I rolled 3 below the amount of damage that would have triggered a wall collapse. So
Oh, lovely.
Wow.
Still, Latham staying with both hands on his cane saber thing. You know, kind of looks at the rest of the party. You know, eyebrows sort of raised in the. Quite easy.
Onward.
Seems normal.
Well done, sir.
Shall we?
so let's
Certainly.
delete some goblins.
Splattered.
Yep. Splat. Bye, Gobby. Bye. Go away.
Are those the numbers from the previous game?
Yeah, I put in a bunch of goblins and I can just reuse them whenever I feel
Cool.
like it. So
Cool.
okay, so those 2 are gone. Goblin number 11, you hear going down screaming of just bash, they blow. And you hear this like big bomb.
Oh shit. Oh, goblins.
So with that is their round because Boss Man's doing something. We come to Lolly first.
Okay, fun. I have no idea what I'm doing.
I mean, is that different from normal?
No. I'm gonna try and crawl forward a little bit to here, I guess.
Okay, well, this is where the area is normal, so you're fine there.
Okay.
You are okay.
Hold an Eldritch Blast in case I see anything.
Okay, good move. Gary, you're round.
Gonna follow. 5, 10, 20, 30.
Okay.
And I'm going to prep hold a firebolt in case anything jumps into view.
Got it. And with that, Jyotis.
I'll be right there. And I'm holding my force ballista shot.
Cool. Then Lestrin.
Let's see. I am going to see. 5, 25, 30 there.
Okay.
And I'm just gonna end my turn there. 'Cause I can't.
Okay. No worries. Latham.
Intern's gonna walk ahead of me,
Mm-hmm.
and I'm just gonna stroll on down the hallway. Intern, of course, good chunk ahead. So what do they? So into the room, what do they see?
Well, Intern would see that there are additional goblins in this room. So let's just reuse. Oh my god. Why map? Why? Let's reuse some assets, and then let's grab... Yeah, I'm gonna just grab you. Sorry, I don't have a hobgoblin model, so I'm just gonna grab something this.
Oh, good, a hobgoblin.
Yeah. There's a... Intern basically kind of peeks around the corner, and there's 2 other goblins in this room that are kind of snickering at the sound of the explosion. And in the meantime, there's a red goblin that looks like it could have at one point been a hobgoblin, but clearly its legs got blown off and replaced with bad peg legs. It's covered in knapsacks and backpacks. It seems to have a bunch of sugar cane stuffed into most of it, in addition to a lot of bombs.
So it's not a hobgoblin; it's a hoblin goblin.
Yeah, it's a hobbling goblin. It's got reddish skin, but no beard, the same ears, and like kind of the teeth of a normal goblin. It doesn't look as militarized. It does look like it could have been a hobgoblin, but like it didn't get the promotion.
Okay. Expect my intern not to get that much further into the room, but my command to him is: we're always putting pin in things. Time to take a pin out. And that's my turn.
Okay. All right.
Turn them into a wobbling goblin.
Roll me a d20 for your intern.
Raw or anything in particular?
Just a d20. Just tell me what you roll.
It's a 1.
Oh, no.
Yeah. Intern.
Picks up a pen.
Intern, yeah, like it took the command a little too literally, and it does make it over to the hobgoblin, but again, it starts going through the knapsacks and like pulling out a pen, and the hobgoblin is just, don't do that, don't, why are doing thing? All right, that brings us up to the goblin's turn, which...
Want something done right, do it yourself.
Yep. So, the hobgoblin turns towards the goblin that just entered the room and just... Go get Tuttle. Children, go. And then it turns back to the other 2 and just... Big bada boom time. Big bada boom. And Goblin 1 and 12 give this nod and like, okay, sugar bomb, big boom. And both of them are going to start coming. So Goblin 11 starts running the hell away because it had higher intelligence than most goblins, which is why it's relaying messages. And it's going to double move and then bonus action dash. Whereas Goblin 1 and 12, Goblin 1 is coming around the corner when it comes. So I believe Gary and Jyotis and... Yeah, this would bonus action dash too. So I think all of you that held something, aside from Lestrin, would actually get something on this guy. So, Lolly, you were first in initiative order, so you can Eldritch Blast first.
Yay! I do. Let's see. It's been a while. It's +6. 9?
That is a miss,
Goes
unfortunately.
wide, yeah.
Yeah,
Alright. Oh.
yeah.
The wall behind her has a pit in it.
Yep. Gary?
Oh, let's see. This one. That's a 1.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah, no, you
It
launch
just
with
flops
Lolly.
out.
Yeah, you launched with exactly Lolly, thinking it'll look cool for like the Eldritch Blast pink energy being concussed immediately with the flare, but Lolly had the wrong direction, and yours just doubles down on it and lights a little fire at the end of the room. Jyotis?
Rolling. That's a. Sorry, gotta check my. That's an 18 to hit.
Okay, that does hit. Go ahead and roll damage.
2d8. Sorry, math.
Midnight math.
14 damage.
Okay.
Force damage.
Jyotis, high or low?
High.
Well, you played the game of chance. So, Goblin numero uno, as it gets shot again and again and again, falls over on the floor from the force damage, and it detonates. So, Gary, I need a dexterity saving throw from you, and I think you're the only one in range, actually. So,
It's goblin number 1.
Goblin number 1 was just detonated via.
Force ballista.
Mhm.
Would that have pushed it back at all? It's force damage, right?
It does,
No,
it does
force
say
ballista does not push back. It does
Yeah.
force damage.
So
it does force
my
damage,
pl-
pushing the target up to 5 feet from the cannon.
You did miss the high-low call, though, so I feel like this is...
That's
Yeah.
but it does say that it can push up to 5 feet.
That's math. 14.
Yeah, that's good enough. So let's do half. Okay. Gary, you take a whopping 1 point of damage as shrapnel flies by and nicks you. But this stuff, it's basically hardened sugarcane that was tied to act like shrapnel.
So you are sparkly now.
Not
Yeah,
very
better than-
effective, but yeah.
Better than salt, I suppose.
Yeah. Yeah.
Using salt shot to kill birds.
Yeah. Goblin 1 is gone, so he went bye-bye again. And that brings us to Goblin 12, who's going to move 5, 10, 20, 25, 30. He's going to get right there. All right. So Goblin 12 gets right there, pulls out his scimitar, and he gives this like, come here, stupid. He's gonna stab you good. And you do hear a ticking from him also. With that, we come to Lolly.
Hello. Okay. I would like to Eldritch Blast.
Well, you're gonna have to get line of sight first.
Ah, shoot. Okay, yes.
Run.
Wiggle, wiggle, wiggle.
That.
Wiggle, wiggle. Just like...
Yeah. Yeah, that's perfect.
Okay. Eldritch Blast. And that is a 23 this time.
That is definitely a hit.
Okay. And then I need dice. 1 plus 4, so 5 points of damage.
Okay, that's a solid hit. He takes it and just... Ah! All right. Okay. Anything for your bonus action, Lolly?
Nope.
All right. Gary, your round.
All right. I have to think for a quick second, so give me just a moment to look at something.
Question, Bob.
Hmm.
Since it says up to 5 feet, how do I know if it pushed it 0 feet or 5 feet or 3 feet or whatever?
Well, here's the thing, is that these little improvised bombs that I have an effect that triggers on force damage. So normally a force damage does damage and push back together.
Okay.
But if it happens on the trigger, then it's technically going to happen right where it first gets hit. So
it goes bluey.
yeah.
Gotcha.
All right. I have to... I'm going to step out next to Lolly. Here-ish. And I'm going to pull one of my rations out of my pack.
What?
And I'm going to cast Catapult.
All right. It's 2 pounds.
It's 2 pounds.
It's a dexterity saving throw, and I don't want it to make it. Please don't. Oh my god, it got a 5. Okay, roll your damage.
I love you.
Holy fuck.
Oh shit, 18.
Oh my god. So, I normally don't ask this in the middle of combat, but how do you want to do this?
What kind of rations? Is this hardtack? Are we talking like
It's a standard travel ration, so it's mostly hard biscuits, dried fruit, and
dried meat?
It's all just wrapped
Dried meat.
together in one little package that got yeeted into its... Well, you tell me.
Lamb
I
with
want
bread. That shit
just
is
to
hard.
Mostly, I want to like hit it in its center of gravity, so I can push it as far back away as possible. Just
You know what? For 18 damage, I think I'm gonna have to give that. Give me 1 second.
let me
Roll
pull
percent.
up-
Let me roll percentile. Yeah, I gotta give that. Yep. Yeah. Yeah. And does catapult deal force damage? I have to ask that.
No, it's bludgeoning damage because it's the object, not force.
Perfect. Yeah, no, I kind of figured. So, all right. Good. Well, Mikey, high or low?
I'm feeling high today.
Okay. Let's do it. Let's see what happens. All right. So, the force of your trail ration goes and hits the goblin, carries it 5 feet back into right here, and then it goes through it. Like, it just leaves a trail ration shaped hole. Which personally, I like to always imagine that rations in D&D are kind of like MREs, where they're just like self-contained little things with how heavy they are.
You threw a
So this
Lunchable
is-
at him.
Basically, yeah, you just hit him with a 2-pound Lunchable that went through him and left a rectangular shaped gore hole that it just... And it falls down because the important object carried on after that. But in the meantime, El Godly is he is no more. God, I've heard of food fights, but never like this.
Oh my goodness.
So my second question is Gabi still holding the bomb?
The bomb was attached to Gabi, but here's the problem. You blew right through Gabi, and it didn't trigger the bomb because it wasn't force damage. So, the bomb, let me draw where the bomb currently is. Because I believe Catapult just kind of carries on.
It carries until it hits something solid, right?
Yeah. Yeah. So yeah.
I mean, technically, the thing was solid.
Okay, good.
Yeah, the bomb went back there. So
That's basically. I was hoping that if anything, the rest of my turn would have been dedicated to getting the bomb away from us. As kicking, throwing doesn't matter. I would have burned an action surge to kick it into the next room. I could.
well, on the bright side, again, 18 damage, bludgeoning to a goblin. I'm gonna let
I
it
rolled
slide
2
a little.
5s and an 8.
Yeah. Yeah,
I love that it was a food ration.
it's just the best.
It was just it weighed between 1 and 5 pounds. I have like 9 of them.
And because catapult is such a good spell, it's like the one spell that I'm a Nazi about making someone actually get an object that is between the weight preferences on it. So yeah, no, good on you, mate. Killing someone with a food ration is something I have never had happen to me in D&D before, but now it has. So
Let's put that in the fucking record books.
right there it is.
All blasted through goblin with food ration.
So Jyotis, it is your round, because having watched Gary just take a equivalent of an MRE and go like this goes here and play involuntary Tetris with a goblin.
Okay, so
Went right through me.
Taco Bell.
Quiero Taco Bell.
I'm gonna for sure move to here.
Uh-huh.
Are we all outside the blast range, or do we not know?
You wouldn't know offhand, but if it worked like the other bomb, it would probably be another shrapnel bomb. Again, you rolled well on your last intelligence check to check the bomb. That first bomb was a firebomb, but the two goblins that came rushing out seemed like they had some different stuff on them.
Well, I'm just wondering if I could force detonate this one if I hit it.
You may certainly try.
So I'm gonna take a force shot with my
Okay.
force ballista
Roll attack.
at the bomb that went flying to the wall.
Roll attack. At disadvantage as it's in the floor.
Oh, okay, gotcha. Oh, that's not terrible. It's my plus. Did it? Sorry. I first rolled a 19, but then I rolled a 15. But I need to add my bonus.
No, you don't. That's enough.
Okay.
So let me roll 2d10 and see what's the magic happening. Oh yeah, that goes off. So shrapnel damage flies out. Our hobgoblin friend in there does get a dexterity saving throw. And he's going to take a little bit of damage.
I just love this scenario.
And I don't think
All
my
right.
movement's up
A
yet.
goblin gets cracked in the face with a freaking force blast. Then a guy throws an MRE at it so hard that a piece of its spine flies out of its back. And then somebody shoots the bomb connected to it and blasts his buddy in the next room.
So the hobgoblin appears to take some shrapnel damage as some again crystallized hardened sugarcane shoots off in every direction, and you're just like, oh, what? Wow, that's a sharp bomb.
I think, can I make it to there, or is that one too many? Because I was right by less, so
I think you can.
4,
5,
5,
10, 15, 20, 25. Yeah.
And now am I within line of sight? What do I see?
Yes, you're within line of sight. You see a dim lit room again. There is some oil lanterns on the wall. You see a it would be muscular, but for the fact that its legs were blown off and replaced with what does not look like good peg legs, it is covered in knapsacks and backpacks. There is a pen floating near it, and there is a lot of bombs. You, as a alchemist, know when you've seen a bomb or two, and there's more than you would care to count instantaneously. Like, it's one of those things where you're like, oh, I need my fingers and toes. Oh, no.
Oh shit. So potentially if we kill this guy and all of those bombs go off, that's a bad thing, right?
I mean, it's a dex save.
I'm just trying to figure out if it's.
Do you want to go full lolly on this? I'm down.
No, I'm just trying to figure out if this is like if it's additive damage, like like are all those bombs going to go off?
There's a chance.
Well, regardless, I want to try and shoot one of these guys' Peg's leg off.
Okay,
if I can.
Do you have the sharpshooter feat?
Not yet.
Okay, you will take a -10 because it is difficult to do.
Gotcha. -10 on the hit die, right?
Yes. Yeah.
Okay.
-10 to attack.
And this is with my crossbow.
Yes, your crossbow.
Nat 20, baby.
Should have done. Negative infinity. Shit. I got this. All right. Roll damage because this will determine whether the peg leg is there, not there, or in state of disrepair.
Okay. Rolling. Sorry, scrolling up to see what my damage is. It is 3d8, so okay. Damage is 10 total.
Okay.
7 plus 3.
Let's make a dexterity saving throw, and we don't. That leg breaks, and the goblin falls over. Now, I'd like a high or low call, Jyotis.
Low, because I went high last time.
It does not start ticking.
Yay!
Various implements fall out of the backpacks, but all of them look like mundane tools this time. And it sits there on the ground like, and starts kind of complaining. All right. Lesterin, you're round. I think Sam fell asleep. There she is.
Wait. Can you hear me?
Yes, I can.
My phone was about to die, so I had to switch to AirPods.
Oh, gotcha.
I think I can only make it to about here.
Yeah.
Yeah? Okay.
Yeah.
Then I will hold an attack.
You know, if you want, you have javelins. You could throw something at him.
Oh, I could. Can I hit him?
Yeah, he's within 20 feet.
Okay, then let's do it.
All right.
And
it is at disadvantage because he is prone, thanks to Jyotis, but
Shut his leg
roll
off.
2d20 and take the lower.
okay. Second. Javelin. Oh, the other one was a 20. Damn it. 15.
That's still a hit, so go ahead and roll damage.
7. No. Yeah, 7.
Okay, yeah, good solid hit. Javelin comes right out and hits it right in the shoulder, and it just... Oh, spiky! All right, and then with Lesterin's turn done, we have Latham.
Oh, sorry, cut out for a moment.
You're fine. Your intern is in there holding a pen because they had a moment of confusion.
Yeah, intern's useless now at this point. Gonna walk forward into the rest of the room. So folks are fighting this ghoul thing over in the other room.
It's a hobgoblin, but I didn't have a hobgoblin miniature, so I just threw a ghoul in there.
He's the hoblin goblin. Okay.
He's
Yeah,
a hoblin
The
goblin.
hoblin hobgoblin.
He's wobbling now because I shot his leg off.
Wobbling, hoblin, hobgoblin.
And he has a bunch of bombs
How
strapped to his back.
To
Sorry,
the
what?
back.
What was that?
Just to his back?
Oh no, they're everywhere.
Okay.
Everywhere.
You fell on the floor and
I'm going to pull Mage Hand, one of them off his chest, and hold it up in front of him.
Okay.
And we're going to say, we can talk, or this goes boom. Which will
roll
we have?
intimidation with advantage because you're bombing.
11 plus and 16 on that guy.
Okay, let's see. Oh, that's a big one. Don't you dare bomb me with a beacon. Talk fast. Talk. Fine. And it grabs the javelin out of itself, and in showing a rare moment of like actual part hobgoblin, it just pulls it out, sets it into the ground with both hands, and uses that to hobble up and stares and just talk quick, human. No, not human. What is this? Dwarf? And blue and red.
Shaking the kind of dancing around as I talk. Why the children?
Trade, exchange.
With who? Shake the bomb a little closer to him.
Roll another intimidate check.
14. That's no advantage on that one.
Okay. Oh no, with advantage. You have a bomb.
Okay. 14, still the higher.
Okay. All right. You see him go from this like confident, hateful, malicious into the like cold sweat. And this is a goblin that has strapped himself with a ton of bombs that has to know this ends poorly. Like in some way in semblance, anything that is at least close to being hobgoblin in intelligence knows what this could lead to. But the mention of what for or to who causes him just to shiver. And it just... No, we don't have to ever go back there. We don't have to see it. No, you can't make me. I don't want to.
Okay, you won't have to. Just be honest with us. We're here to help.
Looks at the bomb. Looks at your help-like goblin.
Take out the bombs and I'll drop this one.
Okay. Slow. Slow. And reaches over to its knapsack, starts loosening things and gently setting them down. And this is where you can see again that intelligence coming through because it's slowly lowering them instead of just throwing them. Sugar bombs make all these good bada booms and then not get to use them.
I'm sure you'll find others in time. But for today, let's just end today without you going bada boom, because that would be bad. Then no more bombs for you. If you go boom, no more boom for you.
You speak the true boom.
No boom. No boom for you. Boom's for later.
Yes.
Boom's always for later, right? Good. So, who's the scary bad man?
Roll a persuasion check.
17 plus persuasion. Should have 4 minutes. Persuasion? Oh.
Persuasion.
Yeah. 17 plus 8.
Oh, God, yeah. I'm not even going to roll there. I can't beat that.
I'm a lawyer.
Yeah.
Bad shadow. We rest in greenhouse, and there, bad shadow wake up. Take all goblin children. Demand, if we want children back, that it must have other children. Children that last longer, so it says. So we come to Raisa. Take children to it. Big Shadow.
Pascal. And it starts to try it and think about it.
Pascal it irrevocable.
The urethra.
CR +1.
Damn it. The unethical.
I'll accept that.
What's your name?
Goblin name gargled and difficult. Simple name known by Raisa is Sugar Bomb. Like turning sugar canes into bomb.
Seem quite skilled at that, Sugar Bomb.
Very good bomb maker.
Maybe someday I'll buy something. But for today, I stand back a little bit and I gesture down the hallway. Perhaps it's time to leave.
You let me live?
I'll even let you take 2 of your sugar bombs with you, but you have to promise you're not to use them inside of Raisha. Go have fun elsewhere.
Promise. Good promise. Yes, like promise.
And it looks like it's having almost an attack for a moment, like a almost like asthmatic. And with your passive insight, you know that what this is it's a moral struggle. Most of the times, goblins don't have second chances. So there's this moment where it knows that it's getting something it doesn't deserve, hasn't earned, and probably never may see again.
Children first been taken to war camp. Could ask War Chief. War Chief is smart. Might deal with good talker.
War Chief sounds scary. War Chief have name?
Yes. War Chief.
And it kind of pauses and starts to almost stutter it. And roll a history check for me really quick.
Yep. I'm gonna die. 14 total.
It's weird that it's like struggling with this, but
Glaken is war chief of the Wakahaka tribe. Originally had peace with Raisha, but need children, need home.
Thank you very much, Sugar Bomb. In fact, grab 3. But remember, you promised not to use them inside of Raisha.
No use in Raisha.
Go have fun.
It's so much fun. Yeah.
Bye,
And-
Sugar Bomb.
and it actually points to one of its backpacks and just
Good bada bomb in there. Yeah, most good bombs used tonight. Rest of bombs is savage. Not advise for anything not goblin, or if don't like limbs.
Thank you.
with that, it gives the tiniest nod of its head, grabs 3 of its favorites from the sack it pointed out, and starts hobbling off using the javelin as a walking stick.
Bye, Sugar Bomb.
Bye.
Can I wave?
Yeah, you can wave.
All right.
Jyotis is just raising an eyebrow like at all of this.
Wasn't that hard? Come on, guys. I just
That was
gesture. I
really
should always do that. I just gesture at the bombs and be like, "Shall we?"
Jyotis, why don't you go first?
Thanks.
This is more your area than mine.
Yes, yeah, it is.
Especially when they're not ticking,
They're not ticking, so
which is unusual because usually every time I come across an explosive, it's like,
I
sorry,
know.
ticking.
Says the DM, who's like, no, I don't put you guys on time stuff. Tick, 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 tick.
So there's still bunches scattered everywhere, right?
Yes, it specifically pointed to one backpack that it indicated would actually have some good supplies inside of it.
Okay.
Because it implied that the rest were not good, and with your being a level 3 artificer, when a goblin defines a bomb as not good, you should never touch it. In fact, this whole area should be quarantined.
Well, that's what I'm concerned about. I was like, there's probably no chance of me disarming them. Like, right?
No, but
or
it's
slim
delightful.
chance.
It will be delightful when there's a floating vest of bombs walking down the hallway.
Right?
Right. So I'm going to carefully make my way to the bag. I'm assuming it... Wait, are we out of combat now? So
Yes, we are officially out of combat.
So I'm assuming the one he pointed out as there-ish.
Yeah, it was pretty much middle of the room, so yes.
I will not carefully make my way around the crappy bombs that might blow up if I touch them. And investigate the bag carefully to
Roll
not set-
an investigation check.
Don't want to set anything off. Investigation. Dang it. Got screen. Stop going. 16.
Okay. All right. So with the 16, you are going to find 3 bombs. The first bomb is a standard goblin bomb.
3 bombs. Standard goblin. Is it like if I touch it, does it go kablooey?
I'm listing them in the Discord.
Gotcha.
So it is a 46 damage dexterity use thrown item, 20 or 60, 50% fail chance.
Wow. All right.
The second is one of these. Welcome back.
Well,
Hello. Are we gonna reach a stopping point?
Yep, this is basically it.
Yeah, I was
This is,
just
we're
thinking about that
we're
way.
we're there. It's 12:40, so
Even later for some of us.
yep.
Yep.
I'm gonna have to go back through and. Sorry, we still on the record?
hmm
No, I'm just saying I have to go back through and listen to that whole bit again, just to make sure I hear Sugar Bomb's details.
Alright, are we stopping here?
Yep.
Okay, I'll stop the stream.